Tames introducing notepad, caffeinated and in a box, no breathing allowed, no man nor woman hath the stomach to bear me hence. There is no quarter and no relent for this lowly wordsmith from the hounds of malicious design. My gravitatist for bowed in these times. There is no wisdom and no emotion for this sacrificial chess piece of the ages. No ear can hear these bold cries of reclamation. No eye can see of the teachings on the page. I am the solitary torch flame blowing wildly late into the night. My gravitatist for bowed in these lands. These be but the paths we tread in these days of electric night skies. These be but the methods we indulge in this time of amplifications and misrepresentations. Tiny truths and intangible everlasting wisdom I would deny to thee, for the value is wasted in a world as thus. Reality be not a kind mistress, and I dare not part me only to reveal that all lies in ruin. The flames that drive this furnace burn too hot for max consumption. My gravitatist for bowed to thee. Break it off here, bitches. The title is muted years alone. I don't care. Betrayal gets sweet after the third dose. Come and bring your reasons for life. I'll show you how they're all lies. Some of these creatures are beasts, made to taste the edge of destruction. Love made to an addiction, sad and despised. Money made to burn, fruitless and hollow. Finding the reason why. Death, life, chasing the sunset into the sea. Silent dissatisfaction overcomes them. Break it off here, bitches. Reproduction methods are the same and interspecies breeding is possible, whereas it was thought to be an utter impossibility beforehand. The differences, however, are many, starting with the obvious fact they are feline. They no longer have retractable claws and instead what are basically very stiff fingernails. Colors and varieties are much like the domestic cat of Earth, but they have never bred for the same reason, so most of them are light brown, gray or white. They excel in physical combat compared to humans and do some radical gene tinkering by their ancestors in response to multiple alien attacks. They are born 60% of the time super badass, by human standards being able to generate on as a minimum 180,000 megawatts is the standard for super badass status, whereas the standards for cat peeps are set to 300,000 megawatts. Technology is super advanced while their culture highly militaristic. Almost the moment they began to explore the stars, they found one of the many wormhole apertures scattered over the galaxies in semi-working order. This is a people who discovered the crown jewel of space exploration after doing little more than a few years of exploration. Break it off here, which is a large collection of systems on the edge of space under the brutal reign of self-appointed gods. A complete non-entity in all major galactic politics, and they exhibit extreme xenophobia even among those born of similar races within these systems. They prohibit use of space travel to the ruling class of one monolithic society and as such have little influence outside themselves. The dominant race has no given name beyond the fuck, yeah, and who all have complex titles with the exception of the current supreme ruler who is always called the God King or God Queen. Countless humans and other races are subjugated on these worlds, forced to slavery and to fight to the death for sport, and many humans are kept alive only to satisfy carnal desires. Well-intentioned space crews have tried to liberate some of these worlds, but the fuck sector forces are both absurdly powerful and fiercely territorial, so few ships meet anything but a grim fate. All diplomatic overtures have failed, and even times where open war was threatened, the fuck lords are utterly unflappable in regard to non-intervention policy and border defense. This all changed in the bunghole invasion, but again only after the threat came to their sector. Their starships have been seen to block out the stars in the sheer number, but not once on record have they ever taken the full armada past the edge of the neutral zone surrounding their space. Many warrior races have spent huge portions of their history hanging against the solid wall of fuck, never once holding any ground gained for very long. Fuck tech is fragile when powered down, but otherwise competes easily with all other advanced techs, achieving everything through precise field modulation and matter conversion. They use primarily charged particle weapons and standard projectiles, but the vessels they use have weapon systems similar to tinted weapons where the pilot can increase damage output directly. The fuck lords are recluse and often hide behind ornate masks, but some facts are known. They all have pale skin the color of snow, eyes are red, aqua violet, 4-digit hands, and by gender reproduction, the females stand ahead over the average human male and the males can grow to 16 feet or higher. Lifespan is an unknown factor, but they do enter the hibernation phase every few centuries, which may repair damaged tissues by some means. The awesome power of this race is unquestionable as one views the deep space sensor footage of the infighting that literally rips apart the worlds they chose as their battlegrounds. It's widely believed that prior to anyone paying notice to them, they dealt with rebellions and imperialist expansionist doctrines, but today the subjects under their rule are almost entirely brainwashed. Their hierarchy is divided into two simple branches, the smart thugs and the dumb thugs. Each family follows one of these branches by tradition, however each god can elect to change, much like changing a profession, but the custom is apparently centered on this happening in juvenile years. The Orgy of Lore is a chosen body of 1 or 2 reps from each bloodline that functions like the parliament, with the smart thugs and dumb fucks in roles like political parties. What divides them from others is they don't elect a god king, but instead nominate one from each branch within themselves, then stage endless diplomatic talks or more, often a small-scale internal war. Once the supreme ruler is chosen, any nominee, both former and future, along with those who can't prove candidacy, can openly challenge their or covertly assassinate the current leader and assume full authority. They can and have functioned without a supreme ruling class for centuries on end, but currently have a stable regime under a god king who humans call Mr. But Sex. The fuck lords have militarized many peoples, but their standard foot soldiers and watchdogs are the poor pants, multi-limb reptilians that relish in the number of cybernetic attachments. Their durable bodies can withstand almost as much as the lug battle. Poor pants in fudge space are not allowed to create any weapon technology, but they are allowed genetic and cybernetic improvements are their masters see fit. This mono-gender race has keen animal instincts and impressive reflexes. Peace out, tech.
You could thank me now. Go ahead.